Hello friends, and today we will know about Ericsson hardware of 2G, 3G technology. You can see in this video I have mentioned here. And in this video we have to know about connection of 2G, 3G technology, and we have to know connection from baseband 6620 to 2219 radio and our GSM antenna. You can see here. Okay. So first, before starting, I will tell to you because this video will help to fight interview. So please watch full video, then you can understand everything. Okay, this is configuration for 2G and 3G technology. So how we have to give connection. So we will know. Okay. So first, we will know about some interface specification. Okay, what type RF connector will support our GSM antenna to connect radio, and also CP cable and optical indicator you can see here. Okay, so our this antenna will support 4.3 dash 10 connector you can see here. Okay, and RF connector has a male connector. Okay, 4.3 dash 10, so we have to connect RF jumper female. Okay, so you can see here two cross means two port. Antenna has two ports and RRU also has two port. Okay, so we have to connect from antenna from RRU to antenna via jumper cable. Okay, and make sure that jumper cable we have to use 4.3 dash 10. Okay, so now we have to know about 2219. What we have to give, I mean how we have to connect from 6202 to 2219. So we have to use optical cable to connect baseband to radio. So you can see this is our optical cable. You can see also fiber, some indication given here. You can see for all cable, and also you have before, I mean for cable if we are going to connect cable, then before we have to insert SFP in that SFP should, I mean, support 9.8 Gbps. Okay, it's depends on also plan. Okay, sometime also they are I mean they are inserting SFP 4.9 Gbps in radio. Okay, but as per a standard you have to insert SFP in radio module, then you have to connect your optical cable. Okay, in your SFP, and here also you need SFP for this. Okay, so both and you need SFP. Okay, if you are going to connect a radio baseband to radio, then you need two SFP, one SFP RRU and one SFP your baseband net, and for one sector. If we have two sector and three sector, so two SFP per sector we have to use, means for three sector we need six SFP. Okay, and also we have to give power for 6620, and we have to also give power 2219. So standard standard MCB we have to use as per I mean Ericsson standard. What I mean MCB they are using for uh, baseband and 2219. Okay, so make sure that you need to follow Ericsson standard to give power baseband and RRU. And also I have here some I have mentioned here you have to use as I told, you have to use 22193 three number for three sector. If you have one sector, then you have to use one. If you have two sector, then you can use two, and we have to use 16620. Here we can see. Okay, and also we have to give media cable. If installation is ready and everything is ready and commissioning, then we have to give uh, we have to connect UN cable to integrate the site. Okay, now we have to know about, 1 minute. Yes, now we have to know about radio installation work process. Okay, if we are going to install radio, then how we have to open the box and how we have to install the radio. So first you can see here we need to unpack the box and check the material, if material is correct or not. Okay, and you can install wall on pole also, and you need to use mounting bracket according to situation where you're going to install wall on pole. Then you can install radio and verify radio installation is correct or not as per plan, and then you can power up the radio and check radio after power up. power up is there or not. Okay, and then perform concluding route lines. Okay, so if work process, if radio installation work process done, then you can I mean connect your optical cable to I mean radio from basement to radio. Okay, now we have some radio connection interface. We have to know about how, I mean, where we have to connect optical cable in SFP in radio, as I told earlier. So in this video, I mean in this page also we have to know some connection here given number wise. You can see A and B. This is our, I mean, RF jumper port. I mean antenna port. You can see here antenna port is support 4.3 connector of RF jumper. This type RF jumper you need to connect on A, on B port. Okay. C each optical indicator LED. You can see this is here optical indicator LED. Okay. If LED is if your optical cable is a connection is correct, then LED will show in green color. If your optical cable is faulty or damaged, then it will indicate in red color. Okay. DNE, DNE, DNE. Your DNE, this is for optical cable 1 and optical cable 2. So you can connect this type of optical cable here. But before connecting optical cable, we have to insert SFP here first. Okay, on D and E port. We have F port. So F port is power for power cable. We have to give power. I mean, we have to connect power cable here. Okay, and G for grounding. We have to use grounding here, and also we have to use 2 M6 volt to connect to tighten the grounding cable here. Okay, H used for RET cable. Also H we need to connect RET cable from I mean GSM antenna to radio to control the RET, and I use for external alarm cable. I if you have if you want to use external alarm cable, then you can use, you can connect here. If you want to give external alarm cable, then okay. Now we have some details about also 6620. Okay, we'll know about this. Okay, see this type our 6620 looking. Okay, and here you can see 6630, but 6630 and 6620 both are same type. Okay, 6630 and 6620 are both are similar, same port they are having also. Okay, A and B both are 48 for DC power. You can see here A and where you can connect here power cable. Okay, T and A, T and B. T and A, T and B, it support 1 GPS to 10 Gbps. You have to connect here Ethernet transmission cable. Okay, it support electrical and optical port also, but but before using a cable, you have to connect here SFP for on TNN, TNA and TNB port. Okay, EDL A and EDL B. You can see here in this port, we have two port here. And we have to give connection from basement to basement interface, and we have to use exceed connector. Okay, you can see here. Now we have LMT EDL A and EDL. This is EDL B. Okay, EDL A and EDL B should be there. Okay, so some typing mistake is here. So EDL A and EDL B. So EDL A and EDL B, we have to give a connection to basement interface. We are using for that. Now we have LMT port. LMT port, you can see here LMT port we are using for maintenance purpose for basement. You need to connect a laptop on LMP port, and you can do you can update software, and you can do commissioning, troubleshooting, whatever you want to do in your basement. Okay, alarm also you can connect. You have to give alarm to rectifier or high temperature or any other alarm. Then you can connect here RJ45 cable, and you can give alarm. AC enclosure control bus. Okay, this is used for internal interface. You can use RJ45 cable here. So these are details given for 6620. Okay, if interview will ask about your 6220, if they will ask about how many port I mean having 6220, then you can see, I mean you can tell 6620 has 15 optical port, and also they can ask what port I mean having 6620, then you can see TN port they have. It has TN port and idle port and TNC port and sync port. Also sync port, we are connecting GPS cable here. We have also LMT port where we can log in basement from laptop, and we have also alarm port, we can give alarm to rectifier or power plant. Okay, so these are detail given here. So friends, I hope this video will also help to fight interview. Okay, if you want to ask anything, anything you can ask in my comment box. Okay, so thank you guys.